friends, it's Miss Emily back with you today for a fun kitchen science experiment. Today I'm going to show you a fun static electricity experiment called the magic spoon. You know how much I love when we can say we're doing magic during our science experiments, and this one is super easy because you only need 4 things to make it work. 5 if you count patience. That's all I'm going to say about that. 5 if you count patience, 4 items that you need from around your house. I'm sure you have something that you could use. The first one is a black piece of construction paper. If you don't have black, you can probably use a different color. I like black because it shows exactly kind of what's working on the page. You're going to need a rag of some sort, a dish rag. This is just a rag that I have laying around the house for cleaning. You're going to need salt and pepper. Everybody has a little bit of salt and pepper laying around, and you're going to need a plastic spoon. A white spoon will show you what's working better, so you can see it as it's happening. A plastic one, you can still see it, but it's a little bit harder. So if you have a white one laying around, use a white one. If you don't, use a clear one, or if you had a birthday or something hanging around recently and you had, say, a purple spoon, use a purple spoon. But it does have to be plastic. That's all you need to remember. Plastic spoon. Black paper, salt and pepper, a rag, and a plastic spoon. To start our magic spoon experiment, you're going to need to take your salt and pepper, and I'm going to tip the camera down a little bit here in a second, and you're going to start pouring it onto your paper. You're going to make kind of a salt and pepper puddle. So I'm going to tip this down just a little bit so you can see kind of what I'm doing, and you're just going to pour your salt and your pepper into a salt and pepper puddle. You're going to want to see more white when you get this going. You're going to want to see more white than you do black and the pepper. So there's my salt pile. I guess you could add a 6th item to your maybe need list, and that would be a vacuum, because salt and pepper makes a mess when you start pouring it out. My pepper shaker is getting a little more emptier than the shake, 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 shake. Try not to sneeze onto your salt and pepper pile when you are doing this. I know pepper makes people sneeze. It makes your nose kind of tingle a little bit, and then I'm going to cover it with a little more salt. You can take the bottom of your spoon, kind of mix it up a little bit so it's all together. I can feel the pepper tingles on my nose, so I know there's plenty of pepper in there. I'm going to add a little bit more salt. So as you can see, there is my salt and pepper puddle. Now, I'm going to tip the camera back up here. Don't mind my hand in there. I'm going to tip the camera back up a little bit. And you're going to take your spoon and you're going to take your rag. If you don't have a rag around, you could always use your pant leg. You're going to try to generate your static. And you got to do this for a little bit to really get it going. If you're used to static, you know that if you rub it on your head, you can get static. I'm not going to do that today, even though you can't see the top of my head at the moment. You know when you wear a hat and sometimes your hair gets dry and all of a sudden when you pull your hat off, your hair's standing on end, that's static. When you touch some metal after your hands have been kind of dry and you get that little zap, that's a little bit of static. So that's what we're kind of trying to generate into our spoon here. We want to get our spoon to generate some static. And once it does, we're going to try for a little magic. So I'm thinking I should be close here. You're going to take your spoon and you're going to hover it, not touching it, hover it over your salt and pepper puddle. The more static that you have in there, the better this will work. And I have some going on. Notice how it's not touching, it's just hovering. And when you're done, the pepper will jump onto your spoon. And it's magic. So if you can figure out why the pepper jumps onto the spoon and not the salt, you'll see there's a little bit of salt in there, but why does more pepper jump onto the spoon than the salt? Put it in the comments and let us know if you can figure it out. Until then, have fun with your static electricity. I'm going to pop this back up a little bit. Have fun with your static electricity. Try not to zap yourselves too many times. Nobody likes that. And see how many pieces of pepper can you get to stick to your spoon. Remember, if you can figure out why the pepper jumps and not the salt, you're going to get a little bit of salt. But if you can figure out why the pepper jumps quicker than the salt, put it in the comments and let us know. And we'll come back and tell you later. All right? Have fun with your experiment, friends, and let us know how it goes. Until next time. Bye, friends.